Hey there, YouTube. It's Os with ASM Auto. I've been very busy recently, so I haven't had time to make a video, but I'm going to squeeze one in today on a Friday when I'm kind of taking on semi-vacation. I have a few cool tools that I've added to the collection. So let's do a quick tool haul review. Stay tuned. All right, first up is this gear wrench oil pressure tester kit. And the part number is 3289. The reason I picked this up is because I have an OTC kit that's great, but you have to get to the sending unit to be able to test your oil pressure. And this is way more convenient on many makes and models because you can actually test your oil pressure at the oil filter connection. So basically you just got to put the car in the air, remove the oil filter, and you can put this on here with the right adapters, and you can test your oil pressure. Pretty freaking awesome. So I definitely wanted to pick that up in case I find myself in one of those scenarios where reaching the sending unit is beyond a pain in the ass. All right, so the next thing is I was hoping I was going to get to use this week because I had a customer of the 2015 Audi Quattro that looked like she had a clogged fuel injector. The issue is, according to Mitchell Pro Demand, you need like 10 factory tools, and you have to modify one of them just to get to and remove a fuel injector. So that was no bueno. She got a quote for like $1,000 from the dealer. And I was looking through the maintenance, and it recommends doing a fuel system cleaning service every 15,000 miles. And we happen to have the fuel system cleaner that it's very likely Audi actually uses. So regardless, it's top of the line. So we ran that service and it actually fixed her problem, cleaned out the fuel injector, and she soared through emissions. So she's once again legal without a check engine light, which was great. But unfortunately, I never got to actually use this cool tool from OTC. I'm sure I'll get to use it in the future. So basically with a pressure gauge, you can use this tool and it'll actually, so you can have different like pulse settings. So you can actually test your individual fuel injectors. And then basically what happens is when you push this button, you check the pressure drop and you compare that across the injectors. So it's a little quicker than, hooking up your scan tool and looking at pulse width on a, like a, basically your voltage converted to, measuring pulse width chart. So anyway, this is a product from OTC. There's a part number. I think it's on here. I can't see it. Okay, I'm not sure what the part number is anymore because I don't have the box. But electronic fuel injector tester, it's what it's look like. That's what it looks like. If you just Google that or type it into Amazon, it will pop right up. So I can't wait to try this out on something. Also, I got, this was in a short, but basically I added PW0 and PW1 to my Snap-on collection to basically complete my wrong drawer. My PWZ plier collection, at least the ones that I care about. I'm not going to go to a 4, but there's 2 and 3. I've had 2 the longest. The last 3, I just bought in red because that's what my dealer had. But anyway, he had these on the truck, and they were actually, he had a good sale going on. So I figured it was a good time to pick them up. They are handy and nice, but mainly I just wanted to complete the set, and I never got around to it. But when they were on sale, I went ahead and did it. And then these were on sale this week. It never hurts to have an extra set of Hex Keys. These are kind of cool because they have like something on the end there, which helps with retention. I think it says it. You can see the picture of it. It's got like a little bit of spatter there, which actually helps with retaining the hex nut when you're on an angle, or the internal hex when you're on an angle. So these are a little bit shorter than the Bondhus set I have, but now I've got 2 sets, and these are easy to warranty. So if I have to abuse a good one, they will get the abuse. Next up, I've never owned one of these. A couple times I almost did the steals and deals on SK, but this is by far the best price I've seen for this. So basically, these are your twisting, your wire twisting pliers. You see them a lot in aviation. But there's plenty of uses in auto repair, like, holding engine parts together and things like that. So anyway, here's the, of course, it's Millbar 3W6. These guys are the originators. I got this off of Zorro for like a great price compared to anywhere else. So I decided to pick it up. I actually saw a video, somebody was talking about these, and I'd always wanted to grab a pair. He was showing off the Harbor Freight ones, and then I went on the Harbor Freight website, and they are cheap, but there's a lot of like not great reviews. So I was like, I'll I'll spend a little bit more and actually get the made in USA original and not have to worry about any of that. So it's a professional setting, so I grabbed the professional tool, and I'm sure it'll work great. I've never had one of those. I always wanted one. Next up, I ran out of my white lithium grease. I went on Amazon and saw this. It's pretty cool. I don't know if DuPont invented white lithium grease. I wouldn't be surprised. But this looks like some pretty high quality stuff. And it wasn't very expensive, so I picked up a few cans for myself. Sometimes I do have the grease like in the regular container, like that you apply with a brush or your finger or whatever. But sometimes I like to use the spray, especially if I'm trying to access like an area that I know there's metal against metal, and you literally can't get in there with a brush or something, but you can get you can get this little red straw in there and take away some annoying noises. But anyway, good stuff. So it looks to be really high quality stuff. So I look forward to trying that out. And then last, it was really cool to see, this is a new tool for Harbor Freight in the automotive. If you go on their website, it is in stores now. So these things are invaluable. These silicone rubber plug-in caps, you can plug off, like fuel lines, brake lines, et cetera, et cetera. You can plug them off, you can cap them. I've used them for a couple of years now. The first set I got came in bags off of Amazon. And the reason I picked this up just is because I really like the case. And the price was amazing too. And Harbor Freight, this Pittsburgh version actually does a better job of differentiating with the colors, whereas the other one kind of like reused certain colors. In terms of quality, I'm not really sure I see a difference. It is different than what I saw on Amazon. The original one was called like High Temp or something. So I don't know if that's better quality. I mean, they're both made in China, but I'm sure they're all pretty much the same. I've never actually worn one of these out. Like, they hold up really well to all kinds of different fluids. So unless you're going through a ton of these, and maybe you work in a shop that you're rebuilding a lot of stuff and you have a lot of stuff out of the car, or a lot of stuff sitting for a while, then you need this many. I certainly don't, but I liked the case, so I kind of combined the two sets. You'll see some color change, differentiation here. As it comes in the store, it's all color coordinated. So each of these areas is going to have only one type of color and one type of either plug or cap. Again, I mixed the two sets together, and I have some left over that didn't fit in here. But I really liked the presentation of the Pittsburgh one, and it was only $19.99. It's actually cheaper than the ones you can get on Amazon. And this is the only one that comes in a case like that. So I thought that's a home run for Harbor Freight, and I would highly recommend all mechanics to pick up one of these. It does have a part number. It's fairly easy to find. It's in the automotive section. Near I think, you'll see like the compression, like the Pittsburgh compression testers and stuff like that. I think that's where it's at. There's the part number, 70792. Like I said, new to Harbor Freight. Super cool case. Okay, let's put that away. Today is kind of a slow, I'm sort of on vacation, but I've got to inspect my 2001 Pontiac Grand Prix. There's my Jeep. And the shop's pretty quiet today. There's our customer shuttle, the 2013 RAV4. Love that thing. Actually saved my butt during a flood. It somehow it drove through water that was like up to the window, and it didn't stall out. Eventually, I got in the wake of like a giant truck, and it was like the parting of the Red Sea, and I got out of there, before I was in serious trouble. But yeah, flash flood, and that thing saved my life. I just happened to be driving it that day. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. So, over and out. See you guys soon.